So therefore, do you have to be a master of development and code to do this? So what Vincent was showing you there was literally what I was referring to
Yep.
earlier. And there are a couple of things that I want to put everybody's mind at ease about, which is you can be, well, first of all, remember that the code referred to there is YAML, and it's what we call a series of key value pairs. So there's no like if statements or for loops or anything like that. This is kind of the cloud native approach of I'm setting a thing equal to another thing, which is that YAML approach, which is a standard methodology for pretty much doing anything. So therefore, do you have to be a master of development and code to do this? And the answer is usually no, unless you want to. The second thing is I get a lot of questions as a former platform engineer and as somebody who's done a lot of the automation stuff is, well, hey man, we're using Terraform and we're using Ansible and all of that. And the consolation that I have for you is we can continue to meet you where you are with those things. But once you get onboarded, so which is to say that day one and day two, are things going to change? And the answer is typically no. You can continue to use those tools. But once you understand how automation does things in that cloud native way, to where we're allowing for you to continue to use like your own CI/CD pipelines, for example, or even just very simply using UI, you'll find that the ability to provision those virtual machines are really just built in and easy to do. There is some front-loaded work and standing up organizations, absolutely. But the idea behind the cloud approach, and private clouds in particular, is I am now, as a technologist and as an engineer, I am now proactive. I let the policies do all the work. I let the automation do all the work. And now what am I able to do? I'm able to do things that are a force for innovation for the organization for which I work. I can now look at capacity planning rather than always being on my heels and firefighting. And it's especially true if you get used to this approach. It's kind of really the best of all worlds.
Is being able to combine the VMs with the VKS and the other Kubernetes objects inside of one blueprint, and that's been really great.